Hello, grade 9 learners! Welcome to our Science 9 Quarter 3 learning video session entitled The Erupting Volcanoes. This is your teacher Nori, and let's begin our Let's Study This. And for our objectives, we have number 1, identify the different types of volcanoes and volcanic eruption. Number 2, discuss the nature of volcanic eruption. And number 3, illustrate how energy from volcanoes may be tapped for human use. Now this time, let's talk about the nature of volcanic eruption. What determines eruption type? The crystal and gas content and temperature of a magma help determine a volcano's eruption style. Crystals in magma make it more viscous, so magma with a high crystal content is more likely to explode than to flow. High-temperature magmas usually erupt effusively, while low-temperature magmas cannot flow easily and are more likely to erupt explosively. Now, what determines the nature of eruption? There are primary factors affecting the volcano's eruptive style. These factors can affect the magma's viscosity in different ways. We have number 1, the magma's temperature, number 2, its chemical composition, and number 3, the amount of dissolved gases it contains. Now, let's look at how the composition of magma affects its viscosity. What we have here in your diagram is that lava with less silica content has low viscosity, that it can travel a great distance, forming a thin sheet. Then we have here lava with high silica content. It's too viscous to travel far and tends to break up as it flows. And in this diagram, it shows the lava with low amount of gas and high silica content is very viscous and does not flow out at all as it rises, forming a columnar plug in the vent. Then what we have here is that lava with low amount of gas, as it rises, has high viscosity that it piles up at the vent, resulting a dome. Since our country is a home to more than 100 of volcanoes, energy has been tapped from them. Actually, the Philippines ranks second in the world's production of geothermal energy. Of the country's total electricity production, 27% is generated in the power plants. The production of electricity from geothermal energy is cheaper than the electricity production using natural gas, coal, and hydro power. So what is a geothermal energy? The Earth is believed to be extremely hot from within. This heat from the Earth's interior is a source of energy called geothermal energy. The heat of the Earth warms up water, which is trapped in rock formations beneath its surface. Geothermal energy is the heat produced deep in the Earth's core. Geothermal energy is a clean, renewable resource that can be harnessed for use as heat and electricity. So we have here an example of a geothermal power plant here in the Philippines, and that is Macban Geothermal Power Plant. So, how is geothermal energy generated? Geothermal energy is generated in two ways. We have geothermal power plants and geothermal heat pumps. They differ on the depth of heat source to produce energy. In geothermal power plants, the heat from deep inside the earth is used to produce steam to generate electricity compared with geothermal heat pumps that use the heat coming from close to the Earth's surface to heat water or provide heat for buildings. And these power plants are built in an area where it is particularly hot, just below the surface, such as near a group of geysers, hot springs, or volcanic activity. The following steps are followed to generate electricity in a geothermal power plant. Number 1. Wells are drilled deep into the earth to pump steam or hot water to the surface. And number 2, when the water reaches the surface, the drop in pressure causes the water to turn into steam. For number 3, the steam spins a turbine which is connected to a generator that produces electricity. Number 4, cooling tower cools the steam which and it condenses back to water. And for number 5, the cooled water is pumped back into the earth to begin the process again. So that's it. After watching this video, you are going to do the given interactive activities attached in your LMS. I do hope you have learned something relevant today in understanding our dynamic planet. Do not forget to like and subscribe my YouTube channel and saying keep on learning. Goodbye.